first competitive game as Liverpool manager, followed by your first Premier League game at Anfield, and now the big one, Liverpool tackling Manchester United. It's all coming so thick and fast. Have you had time to process any of it yet?
Not really. I think as a manager, especially in the current situation where I'm working at Liverpool, you live day by day. And this is a week where we try to prepare the team for United. So I'm aware of the fact that we play them this weekend. But you don't look back and you don't look further forward. It's just day by day. And it's a nice one that's coming up now.
Obviously, before you moved to the Premier League, you will have known all about the fixture, the history. It is the biggest one in English football. But having been here now in this week, the build-up, can you feel a difference in energy and anticipation and coverage?
Oh, maybe that last thing, although I don't feel it yet, because if I walk around over here on Sky Sports, I think it's Sky Sports is on, the only thing I see is transfer news. So I haven't seen much about the game on Sunday. So, but I already felt after the game against Brentford that the players are looking forward to play this game. But if we would do this week completely different, if the players were completely different for this game than for the other ones, I think that wouldn't do justice to all the other games we play. So, yes, we know the importance of this game, but it would be strange if we would have acted this week completely different to all the other ones, because that would not be a good thing as well.
There's been a long lineage of Dutch influence on this fixture. You've got Van Nistelrooy, Van Persie, Kuyt, Van Dijk, Gakpo, yeah, all scoring in this fixture. You've got 2 Dutch managers now. Is it exciting to add your name to that?
Not because of that reason, I think. But I'm hoping that Ryan Gravenberch comes in this list. That would help us then. But with the other team, there are some Dutch players as well. So it's not about Dutch influence on the game. It's a big game to play and to manage, and that's what we are looking forward to play the game, to manage the game. But like I said, it's not about the Dutch influence in this game. It's just a massive game, and the rivalry is big, and that's something to look forward to.
Erik ten Hag's been very complimentary of your start as Liverpool manager, but before that as well, of your approach in general and the way you see football. Have you guys ever encountered each other, or?
Yeah, of course we did. A few weeks ago with the managers meeting we saw each other, but when we were in Holland, we've met each other once in a while as well, but not in a way of going out for lunch or dinner together. But when you play each other, you talk to each other, and you get to know each other bit by bit, better and better. And I know Erik, but not good enough to say anything about his private life, or I don't know how he works. I do know how his teams play, of course, but that's what I know from every manager that I face in the next few days.
You spoke about private life there, and I want to check. You've been in Liverpool for a while now, but like we said, things are coming thick and fast. Have you had a chance yet to personally acclimatize to the city? Any favorite spots to go? Anything you like to do when you're not being the manager?
I would almost say if you're the manager of Liverpool, you don't have a private life, but that's a bit exaggerated. Next week I will go back to Holland for a few days. I think then I feel private life again. Yeah. And over here my private life is mostly in the inside of my house. And sometimes I've been to a few restaurants. So it's been good, and I like what I'm doing. So I came over here not to enjoy my private life, but mostly to enjoy my life being a Liverpool manager. And that's why I'm here, and I've enjoyed it till now a lot. And private life, especially when the family comes over, that will be better. But at this moment I'm on my own, because they are on holidays. But this will come in the upcoming weeks and months.
They're going to love Liverpool as much as you do, I'm sure. You spoke about enjoying your job, and it's been quite a good start. And I think one of the things we've all seen so far is the amount of control Liverpool have out of possession. Has that been one of your key things to introduce?
It's been a good start, but I've said it after the game against Brentford that we, and I understand this completely, have to understand which was the competition we faced, and Brentford and Ipswich are two really good teams, so I want to respect them for what they did, and we had a really hard time playing them. But like I said, I'm not expecting them to be in the top 6, so we have still a lot to prove, and if you talk about control, going to Old Trafford is one of the difficult places to have control, and even if you have control, they can still counter-attack you in every moment. So it's going to be a big test for us in the upcoming Sunday if we can manage to do similar things as we did against Ipswich and Brentford. So yes, it's been a good start, but like I just said, now with the upcoming fixtures, we will see where we exactly are, and hopefully we can show the same. And if not, we're going to work really hard to manage doing the same in another big fixture as we did against Brentford and Ipswich.
I can tell standards are obviously very high because you don't want to get carried away, but it must be comforting to know that the team have adjusted so quickly to your demands. Obviously not a massive change in style, but there are differences that sometimes when you're so used to doing something, it's hard to implement, but they've cottoned onto it quite quickly.
Yeah, but I think the main reason for this is that there are much more similarities between the former style and the current style than there are differences. And it would be completely normal that there are new things, even when, if Jurgen would have stayed, he would have implemented new things. So football is evolving or is changing, so you always try to find new ways of surprising the opponent. But the thing we did is we kept a lot the same, and that's why it's also not so difficult for the players to understand what we ask from them. It's just asking consistency over and over and over again. We're not asking that many new things, we're only asking from them the things they already did well, to not do it 6 out of 10 times, but to do it 10 out of 10 times. That's the ideal world, that they will do it 10 out of 10 times, and that's where we are working for every day. And that's also what's going to be necessary if you play United away, because if you are one second or 1 minute not switched on, they can hurt you in a counter-attack. So we need to be ready.
You mentioned counter-attack. With reference to Manchester United a few times, is that the big focus of guarding against on Sunday?
No, I think they have many threats, but one of them is the counter-attack. So we were talking about control, and if you talk about control, one of the things you want to prevent is the counter-attack. So that's why I use the word counter-attack a few times. But the United has much more weapons than only the counter-attack this season. So, but we will prepare the team for that, and let's see how it works out.
Are there any specific areas, because we've said the team have adjusted so well already, but are there any specific areas you want to see a big improvement in?
No, not a specific area. I think in every area we need improvement, but sometimes improvement is not that we do it better, but improvement is not doing it 6 out of 10 times, but do it 10 out of 10 times. And that's where we are mostly looking for, to get this consistency, and without the ball constantly making the same runs and constantly make sure you prevent the other team from whatever they are up to. And therefore you need a lot of consistency, and that's where we are working on a lot and emphasizing on a lot. Maybe that's even a better word to use. And with consistency, normally results come as well.
Has being Liverpool manager, before you walked through the doors, you would have had a perception of everything and what you thought it would be like. Has it been as you imagined it, or different in any sense?
I'm not the type of person that the night before thinks, oh, how am I going to feel tomorrow if I walk out for the first time on the Anfield, or the first time come into this AXA building where we are in now. I think there are a lot of similarities between being a manager at one of the two former clubs. You work with, okay, here there are a bit more people to work with, a bit more staff members than at my former club.
More attention, more expectation?
Maybe because I'm Dutch, I followed the Dutch media more when I was at Feyenoord that I followed
Okay.
news over
Yeah.
here. The only thing is that everywhere I walk over here, there's a screen on with Sky Sports, so it's constantly. But no, I don't feel this massive media attention if I'm here, to be honest. And maybe that will come with losing, so we have to wait and see. And hopefully, it's going to take a lot of time before that's going to happen.
Yeah, I hope you don't have to deal with that anytime soon. I'm getting the sense that you're the type of manager that prefers to get improvement on the training pitches and to see that kind of advancement rather than always looking for solutions in the market.
There are two ways of improving and strengthening the squad, and one of them is absolutely the training pitch, and the second one could be bringing in new players. But I said it many times before, it's not so easy to bring in players of our standards at this club because the players I already have are from a really high standard, and almost every position we have double. Is that the word to say? So there's not much need for us to do a lot in the market, and only if we see there's a real good chance for us to improve the team, and the player wants to come to us, then we act. And I've been very happy till now with the players I have, and I think they've earned this trust in the first 2 games.
On that point of having cover in almost every position, is it then hard to try and keep all the players happy and share the minutes around? We had the incident with Trent Alexander-Arnold. You were trying to protect him, probably also trying to shore up the game with Conor Bradley. But is it a difficult situation to try and make sure everybody's as happy as they can be?
Yeah, but that's everywhere you work as a manager. That's the most difficult thing because at this moment I've got today 21, I think, on the training ground. And all of them work really hard and they all deserve to play 90 minutes, but unfortunately they can't. And then the most important thing is that everybody is accepting that I have to make the choices. And sometimes I make them right, sometimes they might even be wrong, but in the end it's all about accepting the choices I make. Until now they've done it really well. And I think the trans situation was not at all about not accepting, or it's been bigger than it was, I think, for me at least. So everybody accepted it till now, but that also has to do with, again, us winning the first 2. And you are tested as a team and as a manager, of course, much more if you start dropping points. But again, I'm hoping that's not going to happen in the near future.
Thank you very much for your time and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.